My name is Gavin Evans, and this is my review of The Legend of Korra Season 4. And this review will have spoilers, so there's your warning. But this is a show I've greatly enjoyed, and thankfully that carries into this final season because this might be the best season of this show. I'm not sure which season I like better, season 1 or season 4. Season 1 has higher highs, but this season is a lot more consistent to the end. But let's get into it, beginning with the characters, because my favorite aspect of this season is everything with Korra. This is a character I like. She can be arrogant, she can be hot-headed, but there are still some nice human aspects to her. But I really love just everything they did with her this season. How the ending of season 3 affected her so deeply, that just gave season 3 even more weight than it previously had. But just to see her hit rock bottom, trying to learn how to walk again, how to fight again, you really feel like this is a character who's just doing terribly. And to see her lose to Kavira early on, I thought that had a lot of weight, and how she had to learn to accept her past and to become more compassionate. And by the end of this season, I feel like this is the strongest the character has ever been. I feel like she's not only the most powerful, but she's also the best version of herself. And it's a very satisfying end to her character arc throughout this entire series. And I just felt everything with her was exceptional. Then you've got Asami, who I was surprised at how emotionally affected I was by everything with her and her dad. I thought that surprisingly had lots of weight to it. And I also love how she learns a similar lesson to Korra about accepting the past. The good, the bad, just everything with the past, and being more compassionate. And I know it was, a big deal for many people that the end of this show ends with Korra and Asami holding hands. I just don't feel like it's a big deal at all. It's one scene, it's present for 20 seconds. Do I think it's owned? Absolutely not. I feel like it's a subversion of expectations for the sake of it, but once again, it's only present in 20 seconds, so not really a big deal. Then we got to Kavira, who I found to be a very strong villain. She's able to be menacing, but there is depth to her character, and I love how she is someone who started off with nothing, and how that has just caused this drive in her that could have the potential to do good, but she just took that drive too far to the point where she just becomes an evil dictator. And I do like the note her character ends on this season. You got Bolin, who I think is funny and has really started to become his own character. I love the conflict between him and everyone else when he makes the wrong decisions. Mako is a character who I liked it in him in the first season when there was the love triangle. It feels like he had a bit more to do, but now it's just he's kind of become a bland character. He's not a strong enough character on his own, and yeah, I feel like they've kind of dropped the ball with him. Varric is great. I think he's so funny, and I actually do like the romance with him and Zhu Li. Now, Zhu Li, I do like as a character at all. I like the line, do the thing. I thought that was great. But she becomes a double agent, and all she does is remove a pen that they're easily able to detect. Seems like a big waste to me, but still like these two characters and their romance. Then we've got Tenzin, who's got less to do this season. I still like the note that the show ends on with him and Korra, but I would have liked a bit more for him to do. And it was so great to see Toph again. They just wrote the character in such a pitch perfect, consistent manner where it feels like she's grown and matured, but she still is the same Toph, and I was really impressed by everything there. And yeah, like you got yourself a really great story this season. It's basically Korra's fall from grace and her trying to redeem herself as Korra is just wreaking havoc, and I just thought it was incredibly well told, and it highlighted the characters and their motivation and their conflict and their flaws to the perfect degree. And I do love how the last few episodes are this one fight sequence pretty much as Korra is destroying Republic City with this giant mecha. And as soon as we get introduced to this giant mecha, I was just like, I love this. I love this so much. Like, you feel the stakes. You feel hopeless for them. They will throw a building onto this mecha and it does nothing. So I loved all that. I thought the animation this season was really great. The action, like I said, stood out. Oh, and I forgot Prince Wu. I also liked what they did with him. How he's an idiot at the start, but then he becomes more competent by the end. Okay, my biggest issue with this season though is I think it's like episode 8 and it's called Remembrance. And it's a clip show episode of the characters talking about the show and what they've gone through, and it just feels so unneeded. If you only got enough writing material for 13 episodes or for 12 episodes, then just make 12 episodes. I really did not like this episode. It kills some of the pacing, and yeah, but that episode aside, and some small nitpicks here and there, I really loved this season. I thought it was a strong note for this show to go out on. I thought the character work here was some of the best of the entire series. I thought the stakes were immensely high. It had tension, it was thrilling. I thought the story was really well done, and yeah, I really dug this final season, so I'll give The Legend of Korra Season 4 an 8 out of 10. Okay, have you seen The Legend of Korra Season 4? What did you think? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, stay tuned for more videos soon, and Gavin, out.